We are live.
Thank you. I have received information from Mayor Pro Tem O'Donnell that he has technical difficulties at this time, and he is attempting to log back in. At this time, I'd like to call Ferrisburg City Council meeting to order, Monday, December 7, 2020. Pursuant to Public Act 228, the Ferrisburg City Council will conduct its business via Zoom to mitigate the spread of COVID-19. Members of the public are welcome and encouraged to participate in this meeting. Members in the public are not required to register, or otherwise provide information to attend. Please utilize your mute function on your phone while on the conference call. When appropriate, Mayor Happ will run the virtual meeting like a regular meeting. There will be opportunities at the beginning and the end of the meeting for public comments. Pursuant to also to Public Act 228, each council member must declare their physical location by stating city, county, and state. Roll call, please.
Mayor Hop,
Here, City of Ferrisburg, Ottawa County, Michigan.
Councilmember DeWitt,
Here, City of Ferrisburg, Ottawa County, State of Michigan.
Councilmember O'Donnell,
You're mute.
Okay, sorry. Here's City of Ferrisburg, Ottawa County, Michigan.
Councilmember Carlson,
Present, City of Ferrisburg, Ottawa County, Michigan.
Councilmember Blease,
Present, City of Ferrisburg, Ottawa County, Michigan.
Councilmember Montgomery,
Present, City of Ferrisburg, Ottawa County, Michigan.
Councilmember Sias,
Here, City of Ferrisburg, Ottawa County, Michigan.
Okay, at this time, please join me in a moment of silence to remember the families, businesses, and communities that have been affected by COVID-19, and remembering all of our men and women in uniform, and especially those who are away during this holiday time. And thank you. At this time, please stand and follow me in the Pledge of Allegiance, please. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the
United States of America,
and to
the republic
for which it stands, one nation, under God,
indivisible,
with liberty and
liberty and justice for all.
At this time on the agenda is for public comment. This time on the agenda is for any citizens to direct brief comment or questions to City Council. Time for public comments will be given when an agenda item is discussed. If you have a comment or question, please raise your hand to be recognized by the mayor. After being recognized by the mayor, please stand, give your name and address for the record, proceed with your comment or question. Please limit your comments to 3 minutes. I'm looking at the attendees. I don't see anyone with a hand raised at this time. So seeing none, we'll move on to 6. Consideration approval of consent agenda. A, approve the November 16, 2020 City Council meeting minutes as printed. B, approve the defined benefit plan adoption agreement addendum.
So moved.
Support.
Any further discussion? Hearing none, roll call, please.
Councilmember DeWitt,
Yes.
Councilmember O'Donnell,
Yes.
Councilmember Carlson,
Aye.
Councilmember Blease,
Yes.
Councilmember Montgomery,
Yes.
Councilmember Sias,
Aye.
Mayor Hop,
Yes,
motion passed.
thank you. Moving down to item 7, new business. A, discussion, take action if appropriate to approve, not approve a request from Tony Goff, Nature's Relief, to have the Planning Commission draft an amendment to the zoning ordinance to allow adult use of cannabis with the rules and regulations.
Your Honor,
Yes,
I'd make a motion to not approve a request from Tony Goff.
okay,
Support.
and there's a support. Before we move into discussion, what I'd like to do is add to the record a letter that was submitted into council. It is from Mr. Oldhoff, President of North Shore Machine Works Incorporated. If it can be entered into the record, please. Further discussion around this motion? Hearing none, roll call, please.
Councilmember O'Donnell,
Yes.
Councilmember Carlson,
Yes.
Councilmember Blease,
Yes.
Councilmember Montgomery,
Yes.
Councilmember Sias,
Yes.
Councilmember DeWitt,
Yes,
Mayor Hop,
Yes,
motion passed to deny.
thank you. I see one hand that is raised, and it will need to wait until public comments at the end unless it relates to another agenda item, please. Moving down to item 7B. Discussion take action, if appropriate, to approve the request from Pioneer Resource to waive the December rent payment due to the COVID-19 pandemic.
Your Honor, I'd make a motion to approve the request with questions for Craig.
Okay,
Support.
so there's a motion support and further discussion. Councilmember DeWitt?
Craig, have they actually been using facilities or not?
No, their clients have not been coming in for the
Okay,
last 3 weeks.
okay, that's all I need to know. Thank you.
Craig,
Yes.
what have we done in the past? Have we given any other renters relief?
In the spring, council waived the rent fee for all 3 tenants for the months of April and May. At that time, nobody was using the building.
Thank you.
Any other additional comments or questions? Okay, hearing none, roll call, please.
Councilmember Carlson,
Yes.
Councilmember Blease,
Yes.
Councilmember Montgomery,
Yes.
Councilmember Sias,
Yes.
Councilmember O'Donnell,
Yes.
Councilmember DeWitt,
Yes,
Mayor Hop,
Yes,
motion passed.
thank you. Moving down to 7C. Discussion and take action, if appropriate, to approve the mayor's appointment of Emma Larvenkoe to the Kitchell-Lindquist Dune Hartger Dune Preserve Board as an alternate member for term ending July 1, 2023.
Your Honor, I'd like to, at this time, make a motion to accept or approve the mayor's appointment of Emma Levercombe to the Kitchell-Lindquist Hartford Dunes Preserve Board. As an
I'll support.
The motion and support. Okay, any further discussions?
yeah, I'd like to ask Richard if the board actually interviewed her.
Yes, we did a couple weeks ago, and she's a fine applicant and has a background in natural resources and doing a lot of things in the outdoors, in both in their education and in their free time. And I think she's going to be a fantastic addition. The KLH board has really had a significant turnover over the last couple of years with losing some founding members, and now we've got 2 members in their 20s, and this will be the 3rd.
Okay, thank you.
I think she will, looking at her background, she appears to be a very great fit for that board, so. Okay, any further discussions? Okay, hearing none, roll call, please.
Councilmember Sias,
Yay.
Councilmember Montgomery,
Yes.
Councilmember Blease,
Yes.
Councilmember Carlson,
Aye.
Councilmember DeWitt,
Yes,
Councilmember O'Donnell,
Yes.
Mayor Hop,
Yes.
Motion passed.
Thank you. Moving down to 7D, discussion take action if appropriate to approve the mayor's appointment of Ryan Weber to the Brownfield Development Authority Board for a term ending January 1, 2024.
I'll make
support.
Okay.
I'll make a motion to support Ryan Weber as the mayor's appointment to the Brownfield Development Board.
I'll second.
Okay, thank you. Further discussion?
Mayor, how
Yes.
many vacancies are there in that board currently, or is it full at this time?
I believe this position would be filled, correct, Craig? Or is there one person that's moving off at the end of the year?
One term is expired on January 1st. So there'll still be one opening on the board. Two openings on the board, I'm sorry, after January 1st.
Mhm.
Okay. All right, thank you. Just curious.
And this board is one that in the past has only been meeting just an organizational meeting once a year, correct?
That's correct.
Okay.
Question for Craig. Do we even have anything in the city that qualifies for brownfield development?
Not at this time, no.
Mhm.
Okay. All right, thank you.
Okay, motion and support. Any further discussion? Hearing none, roll call, please.
Councilmember DeWitt,
Yes.
Councilmember O'Donnell,
Yes.
Councilmember Carlson,
Aye.
Councilmember Blease,
Yes.
Councilmember Montgomery,
Yes.
Councilmember Sias,
Yay.
Mayor Hop,
Yes,
motion passed.
thank you. Moving down to 7E, discussion take action if appropriate to schedule a work session as a regular agenda item for December 21. This would be to discuss our 2021 city council goals on this work session. Is there anything else that council wishes to put or add to a work session for December 21?
Your Honor, I do, but I think I'll wait till the January meeting
Okay,
to put the request to put it on.
sure. All right. We need a motion support to put this item on the December 21 agenda.
I'll support. I'll make a
Any
motion.
Yeah, I'll support it.
So you made the motion, Councilmember Montgomery?
Yes.
Thank you. Okay, roll call, please.
Councilmember Blease,
Yes.
Councilmember Carlson,
Aye.
Councilmember O'Donnell,
Yes.
Councilmember DeWitt,
Yes.
Councilmember Sias,
Yay.
Councilmember Montgomery,
Yes.
Mayor Hop,
Yes,
motion passed.
thank you. At this time, we move down to item 8, public comments. We have 10 attendees. We have one hand raised by Leanne. If you would like to speak at this time, you have 3 minutes, please.
Thank you. Well, we had intended to speak during the public or the agenda item earlier prior to the vote, but we just wanted to have an opportunity to present some of the findings we had related to council questions with respect to cannabis in the city of Ferrisburg. I wanted to just clarify the ordinance standards. Last time there were some questions about locations in the community where the ordinance would enable that type of use. I wanted to be specific that the locations would include the Van Wagoner exit 105, near the core commercial district and the service district, and then down in the industrial area at 2nd and Carmen. So those would be the 3 locations. We also have provisions with separation from sensitive uses, provisions that would prohibit that use from concentrating, having too many in one area, as well as requirements that those retail establishments be located near interchanges and the railroad. So those were the locations, just to clarify, because I know that Mayor Pro Tem O'Donnell wanted to know where in the city that ordinance would enable those. We were very specific, wanting to exclude that area where the other commercial area in town near Leppings. And we were hoping to direct have you consider directing the Planning Commission to further explore that ordinance. We also have a couple other people on the call that I believe want to speak about just the financial benefits, because we did include some information in your packet and we wanted to dig into that with a little bit more clarity. I also have a letter of support from Pizza Hut. I know I probably only have a minute left, but they do plan to close on December 14th. This request that we have has nothing to do with their closure. It's really COVID-19. But if the city's looking to have a core commercial area, cannabis retail can be one of those important anchors. It can help create more synergy and more development opportunity. Thank you. Debbie, was that my 3 minutes?
You got 30 seconds.
Okay. And, you know, during COVID times, we're seeing that essential businesses are staying open. The cannabis industry is one of those that's actually thriving because it is a medicine and it is helping people throughout this COVID experience. So we really think that this is an opportunity that the city should not let pass it by. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, moving down to Landon. If you'd like to speak.
Yes, hello. Thank you for having me on. My name is Bartley. I'm a planning and urban planning and land use consultant in Grand Rapids. And I was also, like Ms. Wells, was planning on speaking tonight, but I just wanted to use some public comment time to let you know that you know, from my perspective, I guess, just to let you know where I'm coming from, I was the city planner for one of the city planners for the city of Grand Rapids for about 14 years. Last few of those were as a cannabis administrator. And this is not a bad thing for a community. This is a significant opportunity. I know there have been discussion at the Planning Commission level last time about finances and potential financial benefits. So I did want to give a real quick update on that. Just based on September 2020, I think you guys have seen the statistical report. I know we sent that along from the Michigan Marijuana Regulatory Agency. Last month, or excuse me, in September 2020, there were $59 million of sales in the state. What that translates down to, if Ferrisburg had an adult use retailer or micro business, that would translate down to an excise tax share of $4,917 for that month of September, which roughly translates to about almost $60,000 in a year. So that would be for one license. Should you guys choose to at some point reconsider and perhaps allow cannabis uses in town. As far as the patients go and medical versus adult use, there are 3,100 card-carrying medical patients within Ottawa County and 2 municipalities right now that have opted in. This is an important opportunity for Ferrisburg, and I'm not saying that as a consultant. I'm saying that as a professional planner, and I really want to just let you know that there are concrete economic and other impacts that can benefit a community. And also, as Lene mentioned, this can be a catalyst for redevelopment and development of a town. I looked at your master plan. It's good. It has some really strong areas. And honestly, I see possibly allowing cannabis uses as a way to catalyze development, especially in some of the core commercial areas that you have identified as being high priority. So just to wrap up, like Lene said, I also want to echo that cannabis is a relatively pandemic-proof industry we've seen so far, at least this year. And this is also an opportunity to, if you're going to allow cannabis at some point, and I think you should, this is an opportunity to have cannabis be established in your community with smaller operators who are more invested. I know I'm out of time. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Appreciate your input. And I'm looking at the panelists and I see no other hands raised. So we'll move down to reports. City Manager.
No report.
Okay. I'll go across the screen as I see them in the gallery. So it'll be Councilmember DeWitt.
Yeah, just to give a heads up to Craig, what I want to put on the work session in January is budget. I want a breakdown of the leaf collection, this sheet you gave us, man hours worked, 261.5. I want actual cost of what it costs the city with wages, benefits and everything. You know, Packer truck hours, what we paid for that and the whole thing there. Same thing with brush chipping. And I would like to discuss the budget because we need to either put a Headley override on the ballot or we need to start cutting expenses. We're getting squeezed really hard. I see according to our last thing, we're going to have less revenue again this year. Our tax rate goes down with you know what I mean, Craig. But anyway, the other thing I'd like to have on that work session in the second one in January is a discussion about what our consultant said about sewer and water fees, that there should be an automatic 1 or 2% raise per year to keep up with inflation. I think it's time that the city steps up and makes some decisions on this because you know, we are going to get pinched for budget and we need to get ahead of it before it turns into a crisis. One other thing I would like to investigate, Craig, is taking part-time summer help out of the city budget and perhaps looking at subcontracting that with a lawn care service or something of that nature. So I'm giving you a month's notice, but yeah, I'd like to see some breakdowns on that and see where we can. It's not a question of when we have to cut services. It's a question of, you know, it's coming. It's just a question of, do we get ahead of it or do we wait until we're in financial straits before we do? Okay, that's all I got.
Thank you. Councilmember Sias.
No report.
Thank you. Councilmember Blaze.
The December MPO Policy Committee meeting has been canceled. And there may or may not be a meeting in January. I wanted to recognize and thank the local deputies and sheriffs for Saturday night when we had the little holiday cruise that went through Ferrisburg. They were pretty busy with all the traffic, so I wanted to thank them. I saw Sergeant Kick out there. And then wanted to recognize our clerk and treasurer Debbie for her big anniversary with the city.
Thank you.
Congratulations. And a report.
Okay, thank you. Next one, Councilmember Montgomery, please.
Yeah, the Recreation Commission met last week and reviewed the breakdown for both the Ferrisburg City Hall Park and the Fire Barn Park. Lots of cool ideas kind of, starting to all come together. We have the plan, we have the itemized breakdown of different phases. So I look forward to presenting that to council in the months to come.
Okay, thank you. Councilmember Carlson.
I would second the congratulations to Debbie on her long tenure with the city.
Thank you.
Secondly, concerning the cannabis issue, like it or not, it is a legal business now in the state of Michigan. And I do think that city council could potentially, we're going to have a constant stream of people running with the ball to try to get approval within the city. And I look at it and I think to myself, well, city council could either put it on a ballot and let the citizens decide, and then we've got something to stand on, or we could let the citizens petition to put it on the ballot. But one way or the other, that's going to have to come to a head. It is a legal business that's allowed in Michigan now. And city council just cannot take someone that's coming with a business proposal and just shoot them down and not allowing them to even share their proposal and their report.
Councilmember Carlson, you had the opportunity tonight. You could have voiced your opinion during that discussion period.
Agreed.
Okay. Mayor Pro Tem O'Donnell.
Well, I'd like to start out by thanking the general public for their generous donations for the crusade during the Crusade for Tots program. The fire department was out there collecting, and it from what I heard, it was a very a lot of good spirits out there, and that's nice to hear this in this time of the COVID crisis. On a future work session, that just we do need to start looking at the motor replacement millage and the continuation of that I believe expires next year. So I didn't really think we needed to do it on the 21st. We could probably start the first of the year looking at that. And also, again, congrats to Debbie. Thank you for all all the good work you do for us.
Thank you.
And I watched a webinar that the MML had in reference to the COVID-19 pandemic, and it is hitting cities very hard, especially with the cities with the large commercial areas, and just something that we need to keep in the back of our minds when we're discussing expenditures, that even if this went away today, we're still going to be feeling the effects of this for at least the next couple of years. And I think fortunately right now our city's in a pretty good shape. So, I guess that's all I have to that end of report.
Thank you. I just have a couple of thank yous here to the fire department for working with the toys, the Crusade for Toys, and also for the generous contributions from the community that helped support that. Ottawa County Sheriff's Department for all their assistance during the Santa Cruz. We were there and watched it, and it seems to have a lot of draw. So it drew in a lot of people from all over. It was a very unique experience. I participated in a meeting which dealt with privacy and security for mayors. This was about 37 of us from across the country that were involved with this. It was a wonderful opportunity, and after a couple of very scary situations that have occurred to me since I've been mayor, it was very well worth attending. And also I continue to reach out to residents during this time if there's any needs, and currently there haven't been any requests for assistance from our residents. End of report. Oh, no, one last one. Congratulations, Ms. Wieringa. Appreciate your time and commitment to the city.
Thank you.
End of report.
Your Honor, could I have another comment, please?
Sure.
Greg, I was going across Miss Bridge and I saw a concrete pumping truck going across it. I don't know what it weighs, but it damn sure was 80,000, 100,000 pounds, which is way. Could you have Sergeant Kick make the officers more aware and more patrol a little more?
Yes, I will.
And I would support that, Councilmember DeWitt. Remote teaching from home. I spend a lot of time here, and anyways, there have been multiple semis, not just UPS box trucks or something like that, or FedEx. We're talking semi tractor trailer units that have been going over the bridge at times. And some I'm able to record information from, and others, there's not enough information on the side of the truck or the trailer. So it doesn't happen on a daily basis, but several times in a week. So just so people are aware of what's still continuing to happen. So end of report. Motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Support.
Have a great night, guys.
Good night.
Take care.
You too. Bye-bye.